What's up, guys? I didn't see you there. So this week is a deload week. So I'm gonna take you guys through a deload week. And I'm gonna take you through the entire week and show you what that looks like, because deload weeks are essential when it comes to building strength, getting better with your performance, and just being a better athlete overall. And I think that a lot of people underutilize deload weeks. And frankly, I was one of those people. Before I started working with my current coach, Eric, I never took a deload week because I was afraid I would lose all of my progress in 1 week from reducing volume and reducing intensity. Now, just because volume and intensity is reduced doesn't mean the intent and effort behind training changes. There's just a different intent. For example, the conditioning piece today I had was all zone 2 work. I showed you guys what I did. So it was zone 2, we're keeping it in a very manageable heart rate instead of blowing up. But today's Monday. Usually I don't do Monday training in the morning. Now the reason I did that was because today I'm selling my car and I'm meeting the person that I'm selling my car to at 3 p.m. and that's usually when I'm training. So I'm knocking out training early, gonna have my post-workout shake, breakfast, do some work, and then we're gonna head out and sell my car because I don't fucking use it. And that's a car payment that I could be putting into the business, and I'm going to make a good amount of money back into it to put into the business. And that's really what it's all about right now. Everything that I'm making right now through coaching, is through anything, is going into groceries and the business. And that's really it, because I want to invest in becoming the best version of myself and helping my husband become the best version of himself so we can become the best version of ourselves and create the life that we want. Deload day 2, a little bit of push, pull, upper body, so some skiing, some clean and jerk, some burpee, chest bars, lower rep, lower weight than I typically would do in a Metcon, but still giving it a lot of intensity, and there's no second conditioning today. Really all I have left is some seated strict press, some dumbbell bench press, and some bent over rows. So just a little bit of strength work. But one thing that I notice on a deload every single time is that I feel shittier throughout the day because your body kind of runs off cortisol when it's excessively stressed. And then when you take away that excessive stress and give like your nervous system a little bit of a break, the first couple days of a deload, you can kind of feel like shit. But then you feel a lot better towards the end, and then the following week when you're going back into your training, you feel so good, feel really strong and really ready to perform. And one thing I always do when I train, if I need to meal prep, so today I needed to meal prep some chicken thighs. So what I do is I put them on the Traeger a little bit before I'm about to start, throw them on the Traeger in the back, And then go out, I train, I warm up, I do the first conditioning piece, and by the time I'm done, the chicken's done, and I have meal prep. So don't you fucking say that you don't have time. You need to make time. You're not gonna just fucking find time. You need to make time. And don't be afraid to do a couple things at once, as long as it's safe. So I needed to document this for you guys because this is a rare occurrence where I actually look like I lift, and I feel like y'all need to see it because I swear I'm getting stronger. But it can be sometimes hard when you don't have a sick pump. So sick pump acquired. Now I have more sick pump to acquire, and I'm fatigued, but we're gonna do it. I hope you appreciated the douchebag moment because this is who I truly am, and I will never change for anybody. So during a deload week, one thing that I don't do is restrict my calories because the purpose of a deload week is to recover, to fuel your body, to actually help with the muscle building process and performance. And if you're restricting your calories, which is what I would always do when I would take time off or reduce my intensity from training, I would always restrict my calories. And if you're doing that, that's gonna be completely counterintuitive of what you're trying to do. So right now, I'm having what I have every single morning before I train, which is my protein oats, cream of rice, oats, protein powder, egg whites. There's a lot of stuff in there. One day I'll do a recipe, but this is gonna fuel me for my workout, so that way my deload training day is as efficient as possible. If I was restricting myself, I wouldn't have the fuel to perform, and I wouldn't be able to put the proper intent behind my training. A piece like that is literally, it hurts as much as you want it to. That's the truth. You could take that really slow, or you could take it and run with it, literally. It did take me a couple seconds to get used to doing step overs instead of burpee box jump overs, because I find a really good rhythm with the box jump overs where I can get at a really pretty fast pace. But I had to like stop myself from jumping over the box. There were a couple times where I almost like tripped, but that definitely gets you. And the one thing I was really focused on with that was making sure I was switching my feet. There were a couple reps where I didn't, but switching my feet so that way I'm not always stepping up with the left, or I'm not always stepping up with the right, because I always step up with my left, and that's my bad hip. So if I'm putting too much strain and pressure on it, it's gonna create even more of an imbalance. So that's something to remember when you're doing any sort of CrossFit in training. Make sure you're being efficient and not causing imbalances. If it's in competition and you have to sprint, it's a little bit of a different story, but training, you don't want to hurt yourself. So I'm in between power snatch sets, and I want to go heavier because this feels so freaking light. But again, the purpose of a deload week is to not crush your body. It's to go at lower percentages. Here comes Stone. Stone's coming home. But just to give you guys perspective, we are nowhere near where the hurricane's gonna hit, but it is, I don't know if you can see by that tree, but it's really fucking windy. So prayers for everybody who's in that path. Suffering, all of those things are our greatest teachers. And unless we go through them and lean into them, we're never gonna be able to get anything out of life. when people face discomfort, most people try to find distractions or vices to help them get through that pain, to distract them from the pain. If you're getting a tattoo and it's really painful, you want to scroll on Instagram so that you don't have to pay attention to the pain. But what you don't realize is in those moments when you want to distract yourself from that pain and discomfort, you would get so much more out of that experience if you actually leaned into that pain and discomfort and learned from it and grew from it and used it as fuel for you to move forward. All right, so that was a fucking mess. And it was a mess because of me. Because I went into that workout. I've been having a lot of issues lately, and I wanted to share it with you guys because this is vulnerable. This is what the vlog is all about. It's about sharing the highs and the lows of this journey, because I feel like on social media people don't portray the lows enough, and I'm not coming on here so that somebody can feel sorry for me. I'm just showing you the reality of the situation, that like any sort of journey to achieve anything great is fucking difficult. And you're gonna go through a lot of highs, but also a lot of really, really low lows. So lately I've been dealing with, this hip back thing. And a couple weeks ago, it flared up really bad when I was working out. I did one rep and everything popped. And I was in so much pain. And ever since then, any sort of feeling that I get in my hip or any sort of like tightness that I feel in my butt or in my back, I start to almost panic. And like the last 2 days I've been like on the verge of a panic attack after I work out, which is not like me and it's not good. So going into this, I kind of had a little bit of panicky going into it, and the first movement was double unders and I couldn't get it together with the double unders, so I was tripping like so much. Like I don't trip that much on double unders anymore. I can do big sets of double unders with no problems. Today I was doing like 1, fuck, 1, 2, fuck. Like it was not good, and that just messed me up for the whole thing. So not what I wanted for that AMRAP, but the one win I need to celebrate on that was my cycle rate of the clean and jerks that I put in the last clip. Like I was cycling it faster than I've ever cycled it before with that weight, which is awesome. But I know I can do better, and it's all about my mental at this point. So I need to get over it, and I need to process it, and I need to work through it. And I need to understand that like I'm okay, and I will be okay. So gonna rest up a little bit, get into the next piece. All right, so here was the second piece: 30 GHDs, 25 pull-ups, 15 dual dumbbell push presses at 35, 25 pull-ups, 30 GHDs. So like a chipper that goes up and down. And right now, I can't do GHDs because the last time I did GHDs, I felt a big ass pop in my back, and then I was in a lot of pain for a long time. So right now, no GHDs, which means instead I did foot anchored weighted sit-ups with the 30-pound dumbbell, and I increased the reps from 30 to 45. So when you have some sort of a limitation or something that is causing you to not be able to do a certain movement, that doesn't mean that you just don't do the workout. That means that there are modifications, or how I like to say them, optimizations, because you're optimizing the workout so that you can do it efficiently. So the time was a little bit more than I would have liked it to be because the weighted sit-ups blew up my shoulders more than a GHD would have. There were more reps in the weighted sit-ups. I can do GHDs much faster than I can do weighted sit-ups. So a lot of limitations, but I haven't done weighted sit-ups in a while. So it's one of those things that, hey, why not add a new implementation, because novelty is always going to create results. So not what I wanted it to be. Again, today's training session is just one of those training sessions where it kind of sucks. And it's the Friday of a deload week, and it's Metcon Friday, so the Metcons weren't as like horribly grueling, but they were tough. And a lot of people, when they have bad workouts, they think that, oh my God, I suck. I'm not making progress. Like this is terrible. And it is, it sucks, right? I've said that multiple times, but I'm gonna walk out of this workout and then tomorrow's gonna be a new day. And tomorrow's gonna be another opportunity when I come into this garage to make the training session great. Not all your workouts gonna be great. Not all your workouts gonna be shit. They're gonna be good, they're gonna be bad, they're gonna be mediocre, they're gonna be average. All that matters is that you show up every day for yourself and you give the best effort that you have given the circumstances of that day. And that's what I did. So I'm not mad about it, I'm just a little bit frustrated, and that's normal. Sick transition. All right, let's try the sour strips. Ooh, quality crack. Ooh. See, that's good because it's sweet and you get that little hit of like sour candy that makes your mouth pucker just a little bit, but not too much where you're not gonna be able to finish the whole drink where it's just overwhelming. I'm a fan. I don't know if I like this one better than the orange cream because that one just hits nice, but this is damn good. And like I said, I'm just a sucker for their marketing, and this is gonna dial me in so that I'm ready for PT. All right, PT done. Energy drink feeling phenomenal. And now we're getting packages out to you guys. Yeah, UPS store. Don't look at that address, I'll blur that out. Yeah. All right, so it is later on in the evening. I had a couple client calls, got out, did some movement, uploaded a YouTube video, recorded a podcast, prepped some chicken. Shit, I had a really productive day. Something just crashed, so we're gonna look at it in real time together. Okay, yep. That's kind of just like a depiction of the zoo that my household is sometimes, but I was actually coming on here to talk about the cat because what happened is, first of all, the cat knocked over the fence. Cool. We have the fence up because our fluffy polar bear likes to break into our offices. You can see the markings from him clawing in there while we're sleeping for some reason. But anyway, I came out here to show you guys that the cat is literally screaming, meowing, because Stone created a monster. He let the cat outside in the yard. The cat loves the yard. We're putting him out there more often because he loves it. He gets to roam around. He doesn't do stupid shit. But now he just wants to be outside all of the time. So I'm in my office trying to get work done and he's just screaming at me to let him out. So now I'm gonna fix this and we're gonna move into tomorrow because tomorrow is Saturday and the final day of the deload. So you know, the crazy thing about that workout is that I came on here and spoke to you guys yesterday on Friday after I did a workout with double unders where I completely shit on my double unders. Like I was tripping up every couple reps. It was a nightmare and it frustrated me so much. And then I came into today's workout and I didn't trip at all on the double unders and they felt fucking great and I felt good. So just goes to show you, you just have to keep showing up. There's gonna be good, bad, and ugly days when it comes to working out. And he scared me because I thought it was somebody else and I thought somebody was gonna judge me for talking to my camera, but then I realized it was him. So, you have a good run? Yeah, sucked run. Okay, we're gonna move on. All right, today's energy drink of the day. Cancel out my face. We got Warhead Sour Watermelon. Let's try this bitch. Satisfying. Oh, damn, that's sour. This is good. Damn, they nailed that. Like my eyes started to tear up a little bit. Wow. My favorite candy when I was a kid was the Sour Patch Watermelon. but I used to have the Warhead watermelon all the time. This is nostalgic. This is really good. This might take my number one. I'm gonna give this one a solid 9.6. No, you know what? Fuck that. I'm giving it a 9.8. That is how, I fucking love this. All right, guys, so it is Sunday. We just went grocery shopping, so we got all the groceries here. One day I'll do a little bit of a grocery haul for you, but not today because this video is long enough. So I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this week's video with a deload week in my life. And what should they do? Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.